ठीक है, ये समझ में आया? How did I get to know? Because there was no other better alternative or explanation available. That is how we figured it out, that this is the only place where it could have gone. Okay. Fine. Up till here, this example is pretty simple. That means the complication will come now. Let's come to the next point. Number 6. Number 6, some purchase and some sale has happened. You are purchasing plant as well as selling some old plant. Okay. How much we don't know. Purchase, it is pretty simple. They are saying that you have purchased the plant for cash of 500 something thousand. 5 कितना था? 525.
520 है.
520,000. Okay. 5,20,000. If you read, the information says that this entire thing has been paid in cash. So this entire thing needs to be transferred. So purchase is simple, that some plant and machinery will go up because of this purchase. There is a sale information also, less sale. Okay. Now the sale information is what is the tricky part. That is the only tricky part left in this example. So brace yourself for the impact. Why don't I ask everybody's opinion, that what do you think? What should I subtract here and what should I write as a cash impact and what should I do? Anybody's opinion?
Sir, we have to add cash as 215,500.
Okay, we have to add cash 215,500
because
okay.
That's the selling price.
That is the selling price. So in my cash, in my CFI, this number will go in. Okay, fair enough. But we need something more, right? We need to find out that if there is some missing information. So for that, we need to find some other number. Can I subtract 215,500 here? Can I do that?
No, sir. We'll have to subtract the
No.
gain.
We have to subtract what?
Gain from the sell.
Gain. Okay. So is there any gain on this disposal? Let's figure it out. Where will you get this?
From the profit statement.
From profit statement, let's go and check. Is there any such information?
24250.
21250, 21,250 of gain. Okay.
24, sir.
24250. Okay. 24250. Okay. Now what value should I subtract here? Anybody now?
So ideally we should subtract the price at which we bought the equipment.
So what is that ideal amount? Is my question to the class.
The selling price minus gain.
Selling price minus gain. What is that, Varsha?
Cost of the machine.
Cost of the machine. Okay. What is the cost of the machine? Tell me. Find out the number and tell me.
It is 191,250.
191,250. Now there is a confusion. Confusion is, can I subtract 191,250 here? Arun doesn't agree. He is saying something else. Arun, go ahead, tell me.
Sir, that is current value.
This is the current value. By current value means what? He is saying that this is the value of cost minus accumulated depreciation. What we should subtract here is, do you guys remember that we are writing everything in a gross terms here before accumulated depreciation, right? So this number here should also be before depreciation number. So basically we have Gumshuta ki class kind of a situation here, that we need to figure out that what number should I subtract here. That is what we are going to deduce. Do you all understand that why this 191,250 cannot be subtracted here? Is that part clear to the entire class? Clear? Because we are following the system of accumulated depreciation. That means what? That the entire depreciation is sitting in some other heading called accumulated depreciation. No depreciation is there in this. But when you figured out this 191,250, this one is cost minus accumulated depreciation. So we need to either find out the cost to plug in here, or we need, if we are able to find out accumulated depreciation, then we would have figured this number out. Okay, now let me ask it once again. Yahan tak samajh mein aa gaya? Is it clear? That we want to find out what would have been the cost. Now, how do I find cost? There is no such information in the text. that the cost was this much. So far, luckily, in additional information, what was available to us? Either the cash and accumulated depreciation and gain was available to us, or gain and cost was available to us. We could deduce the cash. But this one is an example of two missing information. So we need to find either one of these. So what to do? So let's play Vyomkesh Bakshi now. So we would want to find out accumulated depreciation information, and for that, one hint is that we can prepare accumulated depreciation account. Let's see if we can figure anything from that. Is it clear what we are doing and why we are doing it? Because neither the cost information is available nor accumulated depreciation on the discarded piece is available. So to do that, we are saying that let us prepare accumulated depreciation reconciliation, and maybe this information will be available to us as a missing information or a balancing figure. So let's do that. So let's prepare accumulated depreciation reconciliation. Opening balance is how much? 10,000 something.
10,625.
625. Opening balance of accumulated depreciation is 10,625. Now tell me, because of which all items will my accumulated depreciation go up or fall down in the particular year, so that I can find the closing balance? What all items? One will be this sale itself, sale of plant. Uska jitna bhi accumulated depreciation tha, whatever was the accumulated depreciation, that would be the missing information. But I am hoping that there is all the other information is available to me. Closing balance, is that available to me? Is closing balance available to me of accumulated?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
How much
sir.
is that?
56,000.
56,000.
56,000. Okay. Now, if only I can plug all the reasons other than this sale, because of which accumulated depreciation would have changed, now my job is done. Ye samajh mein aa raha hai? Okay, so let's do that. Do I know any other reason because of which accumulated depreciation would have changed in this year? Question to the class. Batao.
We bought new equipment and a facility.
Okay, we bought new equipment, then what? It will have certain depreciation. Okay, fine. Any other reason?
So that finished good inventory includes
good inventory.
5,000.
Finished goods inventory depreciation. Okay, two reasons. Any other reason?
With that
The
facility
building
part.
depreciation.
Yeah, building.
Building, existing asset, depreciation on that. So because of all these three reasons, our depreciation will change. Now, where we will find all of these information? Anybody? Basically, three reasons. One is existing equipment or asset, existing asset. One is new asset, and one is inventory ka depreciation. Where we will find this information? Inventory ka to hamare paas already available hai. It is said that 5,000 is the depreciation. So add 5,000. How about existing in depreciation and new depreciation? Depreciation on existing assets and depreciation on new asset. Kidhar milega wo?
They have given a rate, sir.
Is given in?
They have given a rate that it is depreciating at a linear rate for
That
10
is
years.
only about the new asset, right? How about the existing asset?
Income statement.
Income statement. Basically, income statement would give not only the depreciation on the new asset, also on existing asset. Whatever was that SLM or WDV or whatever, it would already be there in the income statement, right, as a kharcha. So I will just go and check that number. Let's go and check that number. Batao.
61,625.
61,000.
625.
625. So basically, our accumulated depreciation started with 10,000. Because of this year's depreciation in the income statement, it should go up by 61,000 something. Because of the depreciation in the inventory, it should go up by 5,000. And because of the sale of the plant, some accumulated depreciation should have fallen down, and that is what is resulting me in the 56,000 closing balance. Now, can I find this missing information?
21250 minus.
Negative of 21250 means the accumulated depreciation on the asset was 21,250. ये समझ में आ गया सबको? यहाँ तक समझ आया? Okay. If you have understood this, let me ask a trick question. Why couldn't, so here I have used balancing act to find this missing information, right? Why didn't I do it right here itself? I should have just written the closing balance here and find out this information as a balancing figure, right?
So it includes the overall balance of all the equipments.
Okay, then what? What's your problem? If it includes overall balance, then what?
The depreciation rate for every machine can be different.
No, here everything is in cost, right? There is no depreciation in this.
Sir, you cannot purchase or buy depreciation, but
That's the point.
purchase a machine, you will be able to track it.
So basically, I will repeat the question and then Madan can repeat his response. That's exactly correct, Madan. Basically, I asked a counter question to the class that I did compare the closing balance to find this missing information of 21,250 of depreciation. My counter question to the class was that it would have been much easier if I have used closing balance of PP&E itself here to find this missing information of sold asset. My job would have been easy. Why didn't I do that? That was the question. Now response, Madan, please repeat for the class.
Sure, sir. So essentially, depreciation is not a product which you can buy off the market. So depreciation is like the sort of cornerstone on which you can build the entire other records.
That is why, because there is no such thing. If you remember when I was talking to you about the reconciliation, then also I had mentioned that depreciation needs to always balance. There cannot be ever a missing information in depreciation. Why? Because you cannot purchase or sell depreciation. And that is why we knew that here we can use it to find the balancing figure, but the same thing could not have been done in the. So basically, why we could not have done this in the PP&E? Because you can, the entire purpose of reconciliation itself is to find out whether there is a missing information or not. If you are using the closing balance itself, then you are assuming there is no missing information. Whereas PP&E could have been, there could have been any fresh purchase or sale which is not mentioned in the additional information. But it is not possible itself to purchase accumulated depreciation. That is how we could do it. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? मजा आ रहा है? जिसका पजल खेल लिया? So we have plugged in these variables. This is coming here. From here we found out that the cost of the asset is, if the net value is 191,250 and accumulated depreciation is 21,250, then could we find out the gross value? What would have been the gross value? So cost minus accumulated depreciation is equal to closing book value. What we have found out that accumulated depreciation is 21,250, closing book value is 191 something, 191 I think 250.
Yes, sir.
191,250. Now the most difficult question of the century is, could we now find out this cost, which is how much?
So 212,500.
212,500. So it so turns out that everything that was old machinery has been sold out. The old machinery has been completely discarded. यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया? Clear?
So this we could have understood just by like seeing this thing, right? So it's 6 lakh of machine you're purchasing, the building you're purchasing, and like 5,20,000 of land you're purchasing. And so that itself brings it to like 11,20,000, which is the value in the 2005 balance sheet.
कोई समझाओ यार. Somebody answer Arun's doubt. Diksha, you want to address his question?
Sir, so it's the same thing that Madan said, na, कि हम लोग accumulated depreciation का So it's the same thing. अगर हम यहाँ पे करते या हम जो सेल वाले फिगर पे करते जो आपने ऊपर उससे क्वेश्चन पूछा था that by 212500 because then हम लोग if there's any missing element then that would.
Yes, that's the purpose, Arun.
Okay.
Basically, now after doing this, maybe you can find out that this is adding to the closing value. It only means that there is no missing information, but we didn't know it earlier. If we would have started here, let's say it didn't match, then what? Let us say if this number was only 10 lakh, then what you would have done? Then you would have deduced one more missing information, right?
Yes,
That
sir.
is why, because it's possible that this reconciliation does not exactly match up to the closing balance, that is why we went with this long route. But then why we did it with the accumulated depreciation? Pretty simple, because you cannot buy accumulated depreciation. That's why we use that as a balancing figure. And now after we plugged it in, incidentally it so turns out that there was no missing information. Okay? Yeah, Varsha, go ahead.
Sir, if the selling price is same as the value of the machine, why have they given a gain on sale of machine?
Selling price and value, what do you mean by value of the machine?
So we found out that after the depreciation, the value is 212500 itself.
Okay. Can somebody tell me that what is the meaning of this number? 212500 is what? Explain it to her.
So that is the cost at which we bought the machine initially.
When initially you bought this machine, you bought it for 2,12,000 something. Then you kept on depreciating it. Basically, so far as on the date of sale, you have depreciated already 24,000 something out of it. Then you are selling it for, you have already depreciated 21,250 out of it. Then you are selling it for a profit of 24,000 something, and that is how we are getting 2,115,500. So this one is not the value of the asset in the sense net value. This is the gross value, that you bought this asset for this much. The gross value is this number. See, cost minus accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation minus करके देखो इसमें 215500 में से ये accumulated depreciation minus करो. You will get this number. That's what we have used to arrive at this number 212500. 212,000 में you have bought this asset initially sometime back, not today. But so far you have depreciated it by 21,000 something. So its value today is only 191,250. Now this 191,250 you have sold it for a gain of 24,000. That is how we got to know that we have received 2,15,500. If you compare these two numbers directly, then this is not the gain. See, 2,12,500 की चीज को आप 2,15,500 में बेचोगे तो 24,000 थोड़ी ना गेन आता है. The gain is because after you bought it initially, you have used it to get some, to have some accumulated depreciation. ठीक है? यहाँ तक समझ आया?
Yes.
Okay. Those of you who are still feeling slightly confused, there is only one possibility why you may be facing some issue, is that you have not practiced one or two questions with accumulated depreciation का system. This part is not clear to you is that make yourself one more small example, that assume let's say 4 years of a life of an asset, year 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, year 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Assume a starting capital of the business on point 0, some cash and some capital, and assume same sale and same COGS and depreciation. Prepare income statement and balance sheet using the normal method, and also prepare it once again using accumulated depreciation system, and then try to notice the difference. Then you would understand the question, or you would understand the system. Accumulated depreciation hota kya hai, kaise chalta hai. Some of the questions what I got from the previous sections question was कि वो इसलिए नहीं समझ में आ रहा था क्योंकि accumulated depreciation का काम कैसे करता है वो समझ नहीं आ रहा था. ठीक है? So you do this, you would be able to understand what happens.
So to explain that footnote, you had given that furniture example, right, sir?
Yes.
So in that depreciation of the depreciation accounted because of we manufactured like the chairs, and the depreciation in the machine was included in the inventory part itself, right?
Yes.
So here then ideally it should come under the inventory finished good header itself, right? That depreciation.
Yes, it is coming. Yes.
So then why have we added that extra 5,000 in the accumulated depreciation?
Because you're okay. Anybody who want to answer this? Basically, he is asking that in the balance sheet, the inventory already includes 5,000 ka depreciation. His question is that why have you added the same 5,000 in the accumulated depreciation as well? Why have you added at two places? Question समझ में आ गया सबको?
Accumulated depreciation you are anyway reducing only, right? So it's a negative. Could cancel it out.
So why are you doing it? Why are you negative or positive? Why is it coming in accumulated depreciation?
Because you have not actually made the sale. If you would have made the sale, then you would have shown it as an expense in the income statement.
Okay. Any better? So your answer is correct, but I just want some better explanation. Yeah. Is the question clear to everybody? What he is asking? He is saying that 5,000 of depreciation is already there in the inventory. Inventory of let's say 99,000 something plus 5,000 of depreciation. That is how you are getting 1,14,000 of something of inventory. So this already includes 5,000 ka depreciation. Why are you including it again in the accumulated depreciation is the question. The answer to that is simple. Dual aspect concept. That when you got inventory debited, when you said inventory debit by 5,000 rupees of depreciation, you would have credited also something, right? If you are following the normal system, you would have credited machinery. That machinery needs to fall down by 5,000. But now you are following a system of accumulated depreciation. So you will say accumulated depreciation credit 5,000. That is why it is coming at both places. Inventory may be aa raha, accumulated depreciation may be aa raha. Let me give you one more explanation to the same thing. Let us refer to that example. Hopefully it is still preserved. Yeah, see here. Remember this example of manufacturing the chairs? 1 lakh of depreciation is sitting in this 26 lakhs or 26 crore rupees, sorry, 1 crore of depreciation. And also this year accumulated depreciation is what? That is also 1 crore rupees. So basically these are the dual entries of this depreciation. That 1 crore straight away went up in the inventory and 1 crore is sitting as accumulated depreciation to reduce, its purpose is to reduce the machinery value, only then it is appearing at 2 crore. Otherwise it would continue to appear at 3 crore. Okay? That is why we added the accumulated depreciation there. Okay, good question. Any more questions? Okay, fine.
सर ये 5,000 वाला क्लियर नहीं होगा.
5,000 वाला क्लियर नहीं हुआ. ओके, तो ऐसा करें. हाँ,
ये इनकम स्टेटमेंट में तो होना चाहिए ना.
इनकम स्टेटमेंट में. ओके, व्हाई इट इज नॉट इन इनकम स्टेटमेंट? कैन समबडी क्विकली आंसर? अरुण, you only answer.
Because we have not sold the finished goods yet.
You have not sold it and you are following unit of production method. अगर मान लो कि अभी तुमसे एक सवाल पूछा था ना कि ये let us say I have manufactured those 10,000 chairs and I have not sold anything, then will I show any depreciation in the income statement? No, income statement में depreciation हम मेरे 1 करोड़ का लॉस हो गया है क्या? Is my business running at a loss of 1 crore rupees? Is that what has happened to my business? No, I have just used it. My chairs are ready. They are still with me. If the chairs get stolen or get destroyed or something, then it is a separate matter. But right now, my chairs are ready with me. Okay? Okay. More questions? Okay, fair enough. So after this, I will leave it up to you to do rest of this example. This is what you need to take care of. Give it a try. No problem whether you can do it or not, but give it a try. First thing you need to do is prepare a reconciliation of retained earning, and also together with that prepare a reconciliation of dividend outstanding. This is one thing you need to do. That is based on rest of the point. Point number 5, 5, 6 is almost complete. Let me quickly go back and check. Yeah. Point number 4, 5, and 6 is completed. Point number 7 is not needed anyway because it is for the direct method. So let's go to point number 8 and 9, 10 and 11. So for point 8 and 9, you prepare the reconciliation of these two and you will be able to figure it out. Give it a try. Start with opening, start with adding profit. You should be able to find out dividend declared. Transfer dividend declared to dividend outstanding. You should be able to find out how much cash was paid in terms of dividend. Once you do that, go to the next. For next one, I want all of you to look at the last value of the balance sheet. What is the last item in the balance sheet? Check treasury stock. Do you see balance sheet में सबसे last में लिखा है treasury stock. So to attempt number 10 and 11, you need to go and first Google that what is treasury stock. होता क्या treasury stock? ठीक है? इतना काम करके इसको attempt करना. Otherwise, we will start it from this itself in the next class. ठीक है? But it's very important that you give it a try. ठीक है? चलो. See you all in the next class.